Good morning, everybody. Thank you for having me. Thank you, Ben and the elders, for asking me to come. And I just want to share a little bit about myself and my situation before I get opportunity to speak to us. Is that okay? All right. So if you look on the screen, that's my family. My name is Michael Akotia, and my wife is Mabel Akotia. We have 3 children. That's John, Kezia, and Grace. Grace is the smaller one. We actually planned for John and Kezia, and God gave us Grace. So she came late. So, yeah, I'm in West Africa, in Ghana, in West Africa. So if you see the next slide. Okay, so that's where Ghana is on the Africa map. That's Ghana flag. And you see Ghana, I'm very close to Segun and the rest. Ghana, Togo, Benin, Nigeria. If you're going right, but I'm in Ghana. And yes, next slide. And I just want to say briefly about what I've been doing. That building is our church building. It's called City of Grace Church. It's in Ho, in the Volta region of Ghana. Ghana has 16 administrative regions, and Volta region is one of them. And Ho is the seat of the government. That's where I'm planting City of Grace Church. In the Volta region, we have 11 other churches plus City of Grace Church. And it's preaching the message of God's grace. So you see City of Grace Church, we planted a righteousness and we will not be moved or shaken. In City of Grace Church, I do radio work. I preach every Monday morning on the state radio called Volta Star from 5 a.m. to 5:30 every Monday. And that has helped to plant churches and to disciple many people in the region. 1.6 million people listening every Monday if they tune to their radio. And we've been doing that from 2006 to now. It's going very well. And then we also have Christ Central School of Leadership, which we are using to train leaders. This year we started the 3rd batch, but I'm here. So when I go back, we'll continue. And we also have Compassion Project. It started with, my wife Mabel is a teacher. And then she comes to complain about primary school children being sent away from school for not paying school fees. And said, we have to do something of it. I don't know what we can do about it. But then the church started paying the school fees of these primary school children. We don't have money, so we start with 10, and when we graduate, then we take another 10. But in 2018, I met Jeremy, and then he pointed me to Compassion UK. So Compassion UK directed me to Compassion Ghana, and then we started this project called Child and Youth Development Project in conjunction with Compassion Ghana. So now we've adopted 200 children from the community of this church, and so Compassion is an intervention into their lives spiritually, academically, health-wise, and then socio-emotional. So they pay their school fees, they pay their hospital bills, and then they meet their physical needs. But they still live with their parents, which we call caregivers, and the children are called participants. And we gather them every Saturday in a community school. The Compassion has a curriculum that we use to teach them. We have volunteer teachers and cooks. And so every Saturday we meet with these children. But they need to be sponsored. And we still have 3 children not sponsored yet out of the rest. So if any of you here want to sponsor any of these 3 children, please, you're welcome to do so. If you speak to me, I'll give you the contact so you know what exactly to do to sponsor them. And so that's what we're doing so far, bringing God's love to the community and to the nations. But we're also in West Africa. So we have churches in Ghana. We have relationship in Togo, in Benin, where we have 10 other churches, and one in Liberia. So we have a vision of 16-16 because we want to plant 16 churches in all the 16 administrative capitals of Ghana and 16 churches in the national capitals of the 16 West African ECOWAS countries. 9 of them speak French. So I want people who are bilingual to come and help us plant churches in these Francophone countries because I speak English only. So if you're here and you want to help us, speak to Ben, and then you can speak French, and that would be great. And we're also trying to translate the School of Leadership material into French for these francophone countries. It will cost us £15,000 according to Martin Cheswell. So if you want to help, please speak to Martin, and then he'll give you what you should do. Thank you very much.